welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing this Valentine's Day look. It's definitely not the most wearable thing ever, but it is super cute. If you're more into the graphic liner and really bold statement makeup, this one's for you, girl. I really like how this ended up turning out. You'll see in the video, I had a hard time with this one, but I do like how it turned out. It's glittery, it's graphic, it's pink, and I love it. I did do start to finish every step of my makeup routine with you today, so I hope that you guys enjoy that. I'm going to quit rambling and let you go ahead and get into the video. I'll see you over there. Hey guys! Today I thought we would jump into a Valentine's Day look. I know I haven't seen you guys since Christmas, but that's okay. I love pink eyeshadow looks. I think they are so timeless and so pretty, and I get so excited for Valentine's Day, and I wear pink eyeshadow every chance that I can during that time. I wear it all the time, but during Valentine's Day, I really like to do my makeup because you can play around with pinks and purples more, and you don't look so crazy when you're in public. I think we're going to do like a start to finish type of video today. I haven't done a full start to finish whole face video with you guys in a long time, so I thought that would be fun to do today. So the only thing I've done to my face is apply my moisturizer. I'm still using that Peter Thomas Roth moisturizer. This one right here, the Max Sheer All Day Moisture Defense. I think they discontinued this. I'm not certain. If they did, I'm going to be so sad. I've been using this for years. I have very sensitive skin, and this is the only moisturizer that doesn't break me out really bad, and it has SPF in it. It's amazing, but I really think they discontinued it. I'm so sad. If they did discontinue it, I'm going to have to find a new moisturizer. So tell me in the comments below a moisturizer that you guys like for daytime that works if you have sensitive skin and also has some SPF in it, because your girl is going to need something. My skin is actually a mess right now. I don't know what's going on, if it's like the change in the weather, but my skin is so mad at me. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with my face. My first step is to use my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer to conceal any blemishes I may have that would peek through my skin, peek through my foundation. I just put a light layer of this product on those blemishes. For some reason, it took me a long time to find a concealer that would stay underneath my foundation. Like, I always used the Maybelline, what is it called? The Maybelline Master Conceal. I used that for a really long time, and I loved it for my under eyes, but if I would use it to spot conceal under my foundation, it wouldn't stay. Like, it would just come off when I applied the product on top of it, even setting it with powder. But this one doesn't do that. This is my favorite concealer ever. I'm actually like scraping bottom of the barrel on this little tiny tube of this concealer that I found. I've been out and I keep forgetting to get any. Like, we don't go out very often unless we have to, because you know, COVID and all. But we had to run out today, and I didn't even think about it until I was like 5 minutes from my house to get more concealer. Then I do take my NYX banana powders and set the places that I spot concealed before I apply my foundation. Do you guys have any like fun Valentine's Day traditions that you do? My boyfriend and I went to Columbus last year for Valentine's Day, but I don't think we'll be doing that this year. We may be doing like a staycation or something. But I don't know, I wanted some cool ideas to do maybe at home for Valentine's Day. Next, I'm going to do my foundation. I have been loving this lately. It's the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear 24-Hour Foundation. This is so good. It honestly does last forever. I know usually when a foundation says that it's 24-hour, it does not last very long. Well, not close to 24 hours, but this one does. I can wear it like a full work day with a mask on and off all day, and it stays put on my face and still looks great when I get home at the end of the day. I'm so pale right now. I'm having such a hard time finding foundations that match my skin tone. Like, I'm having to take everything way down my neck just to make sure that it blends okay because I'm so pale. I do prefer a blotting motion for my foundation. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but it took me years to find a technique that I liked for making my foundation look smooth as possible and have a good staying power. And I just find that buffing into your skin, it doesn't tend to stay as long. You don't get as good coverage. You have to use more product. And buffing in those circular motions raises any kind of texture you have on your skin. So if you have dry skin and you're over here going to town in circles with your brush, that's going to raise up any dry skin you have on your face and just make your texture look that much worse. So I do try to always use I already forgot the word. This motion. Stippling motion, but I like a buffing brush to do so. I don't like a flat top. Once I have my foundation all buffed out, I'm going to go back in with that NARS concealer. Hopefully I have enough to do my under eyes. I saw a new technique. TikTok got me. I saw a new technique to do with concealer. So I have always done the triangular motion since I've learned how to do makeup. Like in the OG YouTube days, that's how everybody was doing their makeup to get a highlighted under eye. But I'll try to put his name here somewhere on the screen. I saw a TikTok guy giving some actually pretty good makeup advice, and he recommended putting it in a different place on your face. And I've been doing that, and I swear it does lift the eye. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So basically I like to use a doe foot applicator, but you take your concealer down kind of the side of your nose and in the corner of your eye. I'm sorry if you hear traffic. I have a neighbor who has a really loud car. It is so obnoxious, but I'm sure you could have heard it just now. It is so annoying. So you take it down that inner corner of your eye, and then you also take it up the outer corner of your eye. And then you just blend it out like you would any other concealer. I used my finger. I don't know, I feel like that gives a really good blend. I also like to take that concealer on my chin and up the center of my nose and in my forehead. Y'all know how to contour and highlight by now. Once my concealer is on, I will just go back in with my NYX banana powder and set everything nice and good. I like to use this IT Cosmetics brush. I don't know what style it is. The number rubbed off a long time ago. But it was one of those I got a couple of years ago when Ulta has these for like $10 around the holidays. And I love it. It is so good for setting powders. So I do just set my whole face with this powder and this brush. Once I have everything set, I'm going to go in with bronzer. I'm going to use this. Do not judge me. I dropped this the other day and so much of it broke. It is a Kat Von D Shade and Light bronzer palette. I really like the bronzers in here. They're perfect for my super pale, almost translucent skin tone. And I can't hardly find a bronzer that I like that's light enough for me. Benefit Hoola, I wasn't a huge fan of it. I don't know, everyone else seems to love it, but I didn't like it. I used to love the Makeup Geek bronzers, but they don't have the shade that I like anymore. I'm using this MAC brush. I honestly don't know what number this is, but it's the best bronzer brush. It's funny to like see myself coming to life in the monitor. Like I was just this pale white flat little thing, and now I'm building dimension on my face and I look so much better in the monitor. I have so many baby hairs. I feel like my hair is finally trying to live its best life since I've stopped bleaching it so much. But I have all these little baby hairs like sprouting out that were probably honestly breakage from when I was blonde, and they're really getting in my way. So for Christmas, I got some new Morphe brushes. I bought them for myself, but Ulta had a lot of their Morphe brush sets on sale, so I did buy several of those, and I haven't used any yet, but I think I'm going to try this one for my nose contour. It looks like it might work pretty well for that. It's just a little brush like this. I have makeup all over me. It's just a little brush like this. I usually use a Luxie brush, This one, it is the, oh gosh, 207, possibly. That's usually what I use. It's really good for nose contour, but I want to try this one out and see how it does. I'm using that same bronzer that I put on my face. This is definitely better for a more detailed nose contour, like if you're really trying to snatch your nose. This is really good for that. The other one is a little fluffier. The one I usually use is a little fluffier, so I don't have as good of control. They don't have numbers. As always, I will still take my Morphe M310 and go over that to blend it out a little more. I learned this trick from my friend Nicole, who has a lash business. You should check it out. It's called Saucy Lashes. She makes the most comfortable lashes I have ever worn. 90% of the time, that's what I have on other than Ardell's, and they are amazing. Okay, nose is contoured. Let's move on and deepen this up a little bit. I'm using a Luxie. What is this? A 522. I think this is something I got in Ipsy a few years ago. I'm not sure if they have this on their site, but it's one of my favorite brushes. It is a 522 from Luxie. You can see where I've really used and abused this brush. Like the poor handle looks so rough. But I'm going to take that into the darkest shade in the Kat Von D palette, and I'm going to keep that at the bottom of my cheekbone just to add some more dimension to that bronzer. Yeah. I always like to do blush last, so let's go ahead and move on and do these poor brows that look almost non-existent next to my dark hair. And then we'll do eyeshadow, and then we'll do blush. I honestly can't make up my mind on what kind of eyeshadow I want to do. I don't know. So for brows, I still use my tried and true NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I've been using the shade Chocolate. I should probably get something a little more red tone, but this goes still because I have dark in my hair as well. I actually don't even remember the last time I tweezed my brows. They are so bad. I've really been neglecting my poor brows. They are a mess, but that's okay. We're gonna pretend like they're not. There we go. We are coming to life. I'm going to take this little e.l.f. brush. It does not have a number. I bought it ages ago, and dip it into a little bit of this concealer to carve out the bottom of my brow. I'm having such a hard time sitting down to do my brows. I usually stand up and do my brows. I don't know why this is such a logistical issue. I'm essentially doing the same thing. I'm just sitting down, and I'm having such a hard time. I don't know why. I have been wanting so bad to go to Ulta and buy a bunch of makeup that I haven't tried yet. So you guys should tell me in the comments below what I should buy, because I don't know. I will do an Ulta haul on all of it. I'll go get things that you recommend to me, and then I'll do a first impressions video on it here on my channel so that you guys can see how I like the products, what I did and didn't like, what I thought. I don't know. I'm just kind of tired of the makeup that I have. Is that awful to say? I just want to try new things. I want to try some new stuff. See what new brands are out there. I've been wanting to try the Rare Beauty. I have. I should try some of that. What do you guys think of Rare Beauty? Do you like it? My face is just kind of rejecting anything that I'm putting on it. My face is not happy with me right now. We got our brows on. We got our brows on. So they're not perfect, but like I said, they need tweezed. So we're just going to pretend like they're fine. They're better than they were. You couldn't see them before. So they are here. They're here. For today's look, I have a couple of palettes that I've been wanting to use and I haven't really gotten to use. Well, that's a lie. This one right here is the Juvia's Place, The Berries. This is such a beautiful palette if you like pinks. Look how stunning those colors are. They are so good, and the camera isn't even like doing them any justice. They are so perfect. And then there is a pink in this palette, which is the Warrior 3 by Juvia's Place. I've used this for a couple of things. I think I use it in some Halloween videos. Right here. Right here. And it is so gorgeous. It goes so well with those other shades. I had previously filmed a look with this Berries palette. I don't know if you guys remember me posting that red, glittery, amazing eyeshadow look. That was with this palette, and I loved it. And then I accidentally deleted the footage before I could edit it. Well, I was like in the middle of editing it, and I accidentally deleted the footage, so you never got to see it. But today we're going to use this palette again, and we are going to do a Valentine's Day. As scary as it is, I'm going to stray from my Luxie brushes for my eyeshadow, and I'm going to try out these Morphe ones. I always feel like the brushes you get in a brush set aren't as good and don't work as well. They're like a little more scratchy than the ones you get in singles. So I want to use these brushes and see if they work as well as the Morphe singles or if they don't because they came in a set. Have you guys ever felt that way? Like you feel like the brushes you get in a set just aren't as high quality as singles. So I'm going to go in with this one. I think I threw away the packaging. This one looks like it might be, this is just called a blender brush. The first shade I'm going to go in with is this pink from the Warrior 3 palette. It is called, I'm going to butcher that, Fanti. And we are going to take that on this Morphe blender brush. That is so vague. Ooh, it's a pretty pink. I think I'm going to do a cut crease look. So I'm going to take this pretty far over into my inner crease here, almost to the sides of my nose. I think I'm liking this brush. It's really soft. I really like this brush. It's super soft. It shed a couple times while I was using it, but otherwise it blended my makeup really well. Put the eyeshadow on well, you know, did all the things that a good brush would do. Now this one is just kind of a smaller version of that. It's called a pointed blender brush. So I'm going to use that for my second shade to go in with. For that shade, we're using this Berries palette by Juvia's Place, of course, with this pink shade right here in the center. These don't have names. I'm sorry. These shadows are so crazy pigmented. It's insane. I can hear my cat snoring all the way in here. He's in there on the couch in the living room, and I can just hear his tiny little snores. It's so cute. I have to say that color payoff is a lot brighter than it looks in the pan. It looks more like a mauve pink in the pan, but then once you put it on, it is pretty bright. I'm not mad at it. Okay, it's time for a third shade. We're going to go in with this pink here on the bottom. It is a beautiful, it's a little bit sparkly, but I think it's going to look okay in the crease with the look that we're going for. And I'm going to use this other Morphe brush from that little set that I got. It is a firm blending fluff brush. I am going back in with my other brushes from my previous shades and blending to make sure that I get a smooth transition. I am in love with these shadows. These are so pretty. Honestly, once that darker pink is applied, you really can't even tell that it has any shimmer in it. It's a really good crease shade. I'm really happy with how this is coming out so far. These colors are gorgeous. I love these. Since I'm out, I use the last bit of my NARS concealer to conceal my face. I'm going to use this Maybelline Master Conceal to carve out my eyeshadow. To carve that out, I'm going to use this brush from that Morphe set as well. It is a smudge brush, I guess. Okay, I got my crease cut. It is as even as it's going to get. Now I'm going to set that lid shade. So I'm going to go into this Meet Matrimony palette from The Balm. There is a gorgeous light pink shade in here. It's called Matt Thomas. Right here. And I'm going to set my lid with that light pink. To apply that pink on my lid, I'm going to use this little Morphe brush. It also came from a set, so it does not have a number. But I'm basically just going to pack a lot of that pigment onto the brush, pat off the excess, and just pat this onto my lid. And then you want to make sure you go back in with that brush you used for your darkest pink shade and make sure that you blend where those lines meet. Since this is a partial cut crease, you want to make sure that there's no harsh lines between that light pink and that dark pink. They just kind of fade into each other. Now that we have that crease cut and the concealer set, we're going to go in with our glittery shade. You guys know I can't just do a matte eye. I love glitter. It's who I am. So I did get some new ColourPop shadows for Christmas, and I wanted to go in with this one. It is a beautiful shiny pink color. It is in the shade Bubbly. I have swatched it so many times already because it is just stunning. I wish the camera would focus on the color, but it is so gorgeous. Okay, we have a little bit of shimmer on that pink. I didn't add much at all. I just wanted a little detail because after I do my liner, I'm going to go in with some glitter on top of that. So let's go ahead and do our liner. I'm going to use this angled brush from that same Morphe brush set I've been using this whole time. And I'm going to dip into this shade right here in this Juvia's Place palette, the really deep plum color. Well, it's more of a burgundy bright for me because I haven't done a winged liner in a long time. Okay, I don't necessarily like the look of this winged liner, so I'm going to go ahead and smoke it out a little bit with this brush and hope that it can save the look because I'm really not feeling it. Okay, I blended out that winged liner. I'm still not loving this. So I'm going to add a little more detail. I'm going to go in with this NYX white liner. I just feel like it needs something else. So I'm going to add some graphic details to this to hopefully bring it back to life. I added some graphic liner. I think it jazzed it up just a little bit. Now I'm going to go back and add some glitter and lashes, and I'll be right back. Okay, lashes are on. I used these. I think these came from TJ Maxx. They're really cute. They're called Cala Volt lashes. I'm 98% sure they came from TJ Maxx, but they're really cute. I like them. So now we're going to move on to blush. I'm going to use this Urban Decay blush. It is an Afterglow 8-Hour blush in Obsessed. It is just a really pretty pink shade. For the lips, I'm going to use this ColourPop Lippy Sticks. It is in the shade Brink. It's just a pretty neutral shade. I am going to put a gloss over top of that, and I'm going to use this Dose of Colors gloss. It is the Desi Perkins and Luster Lux Katie collaboration gloss over the top. This is my favorite lip gloss. It's like the only one I use. And that is the finished look. I actually like how this turned out. I was afraid that I wouldn't. I was having a lot of trouble with my liner, not the graphic liner, but a winged liner that I was trying to do. I hadn't done it in a long time, and I was using a powder, so I was getting a lot of fallout. But I just buffed that out, as you saw, and then I added some white graphic liner as well, and I really feel like it dressed it up enough to make it look cute. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this look. It's definitely different. I'll probably film a more wearable Valentine's Day look in the next couple of days. Something that you could wear if you do like a dinner at home or whatever. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I truly appreciate it. Let me know in the comments below what your Valentine's Day traditions are and also what makeup I should try. I'm going to be doing an Ulta haul pretty soon, like I mentioned earlier, and I need recommendations on stuff to try. So leave them in the comments below. I'll purchase a few of the things that you recommend and we'll do a first impressions video on those. Don't forget to like, subscribe, make sure that you tell your friends about my channel. I'm trying to get up to 100 subscribers, and once I reach 100 subscribers, I will be giving away a pretty good gift. So make sure that you like my videos and subscribe. Like I said, hit that little notification bell if you like to see my content. And I appreciate you guys immensely. It means so much to me that you support me, but I get all mushy like that all the time. So thank you guys for tuning in and watching my content, and I will see you next week. What just happened with my lashes?